Risks occur every single day. You're never going to stop all risks. This perspective that we can create this totally safe environment, it's a fallacy. It's about how the organisation responds and prepares for risk.
Companies risk a lot more than what they think they're risking by not investing in health and safety. Yes, they risk financially, they risk reputation, they risk their market share, but the biggest risk is that they lose lives, that they lose people.
I don't think there's an industry that is absolutely nailing health, safety and environment. In fact, those high performers continuously put their hands up saying we need to be a learning culture. There's always more we can do in this space.
The impact of health and safety events at a national or international scale rock people, not just profit and loss. People are in the centre of everything that we do.
The simple and common definition of health and safety culture is the way things are done around here. But if we accept that, we also need to consider that the way things are done around here today could be vastly different to the way things are done around here tomorrow. If you actually want the best outcome, invest first in the mental health well-being of the individual. They will then optimise the system, the tool, the truck, the factory to give us our best outcome.
We help organisations by providing them with mental health education so that they're able to assist their employees by having a conversation when they start to move away from that optimum place of mental health. So it's all about helping people to help others.
When we started HSE Global, we really observed over probably a 10-year period some common themes. There was a tendency for organisations to go straight to blaming the individual. So if we step back in that and think about how does suboptimal performance occur, or let's call it an at-risk outcome. And that's always a combination between people, process and performance. So in our experience, and the reason why we took an integrated approach at HSE Global was you always need to consider all three.
In a health and safety culture, leadership is the most paramount of importance. Leadership is what drives the culture that you've got.
I know the role that leadership plays in safety culture is critical. Leadership influences culture, culture drives behaviour, and behaviour yields the results.
Evolving thinking over the last 3 or 4 years, it's fairly new, has kind of moved into looking at critical risks and critical controls because we want to understand the things that are most going to harm people and the things that are most going to protect them from that.
Each company generally has a finite amount of time, energy and resources, so as opposed to looking at trying to do 3,000 things when it comes to risk management, we try to get them focused on the critical few. It prevents those low likelihood but yet high consequence events from occurring.
HSE Global was born out of a number of companies, smaller companies. There was Career Builders, which was focusing on mental health. Wilson Consulting Group that were really looking at the core kind of processes around health and safety in terms of the culture that was being developed. GSI is the digital capability inside the organisation which enables us to measure those two other things. So you bring all those things together and the HSE Global story is that there are people at the centre of your business. Those people have lives outside of work and they bring themselves to work. So it was a no-brainer to bring these businesses together.
At HSE Global, we focus on helping our clients achieve high performance. The areas we look at: safety leadership, safety culture, critical risk control. We pride ourselves on understanding our clients, what works, what doesn't work, and then we look at how do we improve their safety leadership and culture from those areas that are already working or those gaps and challenges that we need to fill. Once we understand their current state, then we tailor a solution to get them to high performance. It's not an off-the-shelf solution, it's tailored for them.
It was more than just wanting people to come in and feel that the boxes were ticked in terms of health and safety, but that the organisations that they were working in made them feel safe. Because people only give their best when they're feeling their best.
Companies that focus in this area, they improve their safety performance outcomes. But it's not just safety. They get other benefits in terms of business output, engagement, culture. People move mountains for organisations that generally show they care for people.
The reason people partner with HSE Global is due to our reputation and proven track record in helping companies navigate step change in this space. The other reason as well is because I feel they believe in our why, the reason why we do what we do, and that is to make a difference every day. From our perspective, that means actually empowering organisations to really take ownership of safety and really communicating with their employees to really help drive that change that we talk about. And that track record we've got really is proven over the years with a number of large organisations having successful results through following that program.
So the sort of industries that would benefit from the HSE Global offerings are any industries that have got people employed in them. Seriously, wherever there are people, there are potentials for risk and people to come together and create incidents.
And in HSE Global, our family takes in over 112 different organisations right across 19 different industry sectors in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, USA, and into the Asia Pacific. So we get to see what does global best practice look like across all industry sectors every day of the week, which is fantastic.